Sashidale, my name is sikyong. I'm making this video to share with you why I've decided to vote for Kaydor in the 2021 sikyong elections. Firstly, to introduce myself, I'm 35 years old and grew up in Australia and New Zealand. For the past 13 years, I've worked for the Australian government. I have no history with any candidate. I don't know any of them personally or professionally. So I'm not going to try to convince you to vote for Kaydor. But in sharing the reasons for my decision, I hope to contribute to a healthier political dialogue, one more about policy rather than personal affiliation and regionalism. Like you, I'm just an ordinary Tibetan, and probably like you, I'm using the internet, social media, and conversations with family and friends to inform myself about the candidates. I can best explain how I decided to vote for Kaydor by sharing the two questions I've thought about. What does he want to achieve, and what has he already achieved? Firstly, I considered, what does he propose to do as the new sikyong? And then I looked at his track record and whether he has the experience and skills to deliver on those promises. So looking to the future, Kaydor has provided a manifesto which details 5 key issues or objectives he would tackle as sikyong. 1. Amplifying the voices of Tibetans in Tibet, modernising the CTA, transforming the Tibetan education system, sustaining the Tibetan culture and language, and enhancing our economic resilience. For each of these broader ideas, he has already laid out a detailed set of policy proposals to achieve these objectives, which you can read about on his website. And for me, it's the detail and completeness of these plans to achieve his vision that highlights him as a candidate. For example, consider his objective to build economic resilience. He has married this broad goal to a set of specific policy proposals. And one of these proposals is to establish more public-private partnerships. This is the kind of policy Kaydor has already successfully led for the CTA with the establishment of the Bank. The bank has allowed Tibetans all over the world to invest millions of US dollars in our own bank. And this bank provides financial products to Tibetan businesses such as commercial vehicle loans and loans to the many sweater sellers in India. A policy of continuing to enhance these sorts of projects is an exciting idea to me. And when you look at Kaydor's history, his track record, he's delivered big projects and ideas for the CTA, including the Bank and 550, and growing the funding of the CTA and Tibet Core. So I'm voting for Kaydor for these reasons, but I encourage you to make your own assessment of all the candidates and do it on the merits of their policies and achievements, not on their rhetoric. Ask, what are their policy proposals? What are their plans to achieve their goals? And do they have the track record of delivering those sorts of promises? If we as voters can hold the candidates to this sort of criteria, we can reduce the space for gossip, rumour and disharmony and enhance our democracy. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to these views, and I wish you well. Thank you.